I said to them, yo, I'm going to move to Ghana. I'm going to start this business. These are the numbers that I've heard. These are the projections. You know, I know what you know of Africa, you know, is sort of just, you know, people being poor. Flies on.
I was just about to say that. I was going to say it. I didn't want to say it, but I was going to say
I saw that coming. I always saw that coming.
I didn't want to say
what you've seen on TV, you know, but the new Africa is different. I've been there. I grew up there. It's different from the one I grew up in to the one I've been going back to.
Yeah.
So I remember talking to these guys, you know, my business partners. They were like, "You're crazy. I mean, people have that kind of money. Can they afford, you know, like $1,000+ suits?" And I said, yes, for people there, I just need a chance. Right. Give me a few months. I don't have the money you're asking for, but I know the energy that I have and the enthusiasm that I have to get this out there. And,
that's your strongest currency at that time.
That's it, and just make it work. And then the guy looked at me and said, you know, I don't know. I like you. I like your energy. I'm going to give you a try.
Right. This was again
in Italy. In Italy.
Right.
You know? So I managed to seal a deal.
I can imagine what you felt at that time.
Oh, man, you know, without putting a penny down.
I can imagine what you felt. Are you still in touch with that guy now?
Oh yeah, we still they're still our manufacturers.
The power of relationships.
And you know, I was talking to them even last week. Obviously, every year I go there. You know, we look at the numbers that's and really cool. You know the numbers from when I started.
So you work with them right now?
Still working with them.
Fantastic.
You know, I'm a loyal one.
Fantastic.
They've been great. You know, they've been instrumental in how far I've come as a person and how far the business has come. Really cool. You know.
So he saw something in you that was like, you know what, this guy, he might not have the money, he might not have, you know, the design talent, but the vision is beautiful.
The vision is there, you know. And I think
I'd like to meet that man.
Yeah, you know. Honestly, you will have to take it to one day.
That's really cool.
And honestly, that was it. So I got my tools. Went back to London, told, you know, my wife at the time, and said, yo. And I think before that, I'd given her a year's notice and said, you know, I'm moving to Ghana. I'll be in Ghana. Okay. I think 2013, January, I started reminding her. So I gave her a year notice. I'll be in, I'm moving to Ghana.
You're grooming.
January. Exactly. Getting there to like, you know, you just, you know, get that ingrained into her mind that this is actually going to happen. It's just not, it's not just talk.
It's not like when your dad said you're going to London like overnight.
You know, exactly.
You're preparing.
This was like, I'm like prepping because, you know, there are kids involved. You know, I have a whole family, and I need to, you know, put measures in place to for them to feel comfortable and confident in the fact that I was doing this. Obviously,
what was, if you don't mind us talking about this, what was her reaction to that? Was she like?
It wasn't great.
Okay.
At all. I mean, I think, you know, rightly so. You know, I think women, you know.
Well, you've got a family.
Yeah,
family,
you know, she wants you there.
Yeah.
You know, you're the head. Yeah. And you know, you're needed. You know, and I'm like, well, if I sit here, we're all going to drown together. This is for us. Yeah, this whole move, this whole new journey that I'm trying to embark on. It's for us. It's not just me. I'm trying to go and build a better life, build a business that we can live on, you know, and build a life around. You know. So that didn't, you know, really go down well, but I had to do it. You know, I had to make that tough decision and go. So 1st January 2014.
1st of January?
1st of January 2014. Wow. I touched down in Ghana.
Okay.
With my little tools, tapes, and a few fabric
samples.
I
remember those tools.
Yes.
Because I came to see you about a year after that.
Exactly. You know, I think you had just landed. I don't know.
I'd landed maybe 2 or 3 months in 2015. Yeah. And you made the suit that changed my life.
Absolutely, you know, he got married, you know.
I still have that suit, actually.
You know, it's incredible, you know.
So let's talk about something though, because we're now at a period where you've decided that you're going to do your thing. Yeah. Right. You're going to do Brommon. Yeah. All right. You've spoken to your family. You've prepped yourself. You've prepped wifey. How did Brommon come about? Let's talk about the name. The name Brommon. I've read about it, but I think. For our viewers, let's hear how Brommon was born.
So it was actually a name that I was just playing with. I remember I got a dictionary. I didn't want to use my name, Kwaku Boateng, you know, it's like also Boateng, you know, I didn't want to use my name, so I just thought, come up with something that if someone heard, you know, if a foreigner heard, you know, they can in a way relate, you know, but not necessarily an African name or whatever.
Okay.
You know, so that was the idea. A little bit international. Yeah, international sort of, you know, name or, you know, a brand that people can sort of, you know, anyone can relate to.
Yeah.
So I just picked up a dictionary. I was just picking words and chopping them up. And
Brommon came.
It just popped up. This is Brommon. I said, okay, wow, that sounds cool. You know, I'll go with this.
Simple as that. I think we have a tendency to overthink names, man.
That's
overthink it.
Honestly,
overthink it, and
you
just
know.
try to.
And for me, it was very simple. It sounded cool.
Yeah.
You know, it just sounded different.
People refer to you now as Kwaku or Brommon.
More Brommon. It's mostly Brommon, you know, when I'm out, you know, someone was Brommon. And then I, like, if you scream Kwaku, I probably wouldn't turn around, but Brommon, I will.
Yeah.
So, and then I came to Ghana, I think fast forward a few years, and people ask, well, what does it mean? What does it mean? And at the time, I mean, initially it didn't mean anything. It was just a name that I made up, you know, and it sounded cool. But obviously, if you go into interviews and people are asking you, you've got to come up with something, a meaning, you know, to make sense. So I sat down and broke it down. Okay, Brommon, you know, it's a bro, you know. You know, there's a bro and then an M. You know, it's like, okay, can you brothers? Okay. The first M meaning making, and then M-O-N at the end, money. You know.
I see.
Yeah, you know, so the brothers making money, you know. So that's what I came up with in the end, you know. I had to, you know, the meaning I came up with in the end, you know. And it works well, and, you know, it beautifully, you know, defines, you know, what the brand is about, and I guess who we are.
Right, so if we look back, what did you need to hear back then that you never really got to hear? Something that would have helped you now?
I think I would say that would probably be a bit more belief from, I guess, parents. Because I think, you know, sometimes they get caught up in this idea of, you know, if, you know, you're not studying medicine or, you know, law or the popular, you know, subjects or, you know, industries, you know, you're not going to end up, you know, on the right side, you know. So for me, the support system would have been great.
That would have been something.
I mean, imagine. I look back and I'm like, imagine if my mom were to really push me. I got into fashion. She supported it. Yeah. You know, and I went the whole 9 yards.
How do you think that would have changed you now, though? If you had got that advice back then from mum and dad, how do you think that would have influenced what's happening right now?
God, I guess we'll never know, but the little that I think I'm aware of is we will be bigger.
You think so?
Yes, I know, because I think I would have given it my all. I still, everything that I touch, I'm a very detail-oriented person, you know. So if I get involved in anything, especially if it's a passion of mine that someone is supporting, every single person around me is like pushing you, like, yo, you're the best person for this. I don't know if it would be Brommon, but maybe it could be another brand.
Sure. I get it.
A bigger one.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll never know.
You never know.
You know, but the good thing is, you know, we've got in here, and it's been a journey. Yeah. I'm like ecstatic of how far we've come. Absolutely. It's not been easy. We've had our challenges. We still have our challenges on a regular basis.
But that's what makes it rewarding, because you know how to overcome those challenges.
Yes, you know.
So you got two youngish daughters, right? If they came to you and said, look, this is something I want to pursue, right? What learnings do you think you could impart on them to help them fulfill where they want to be?
I mean, conversations I normally have with them, what I will say to them is, life is tough. It's going to be tough. It's not a walk in the park. Get a helmet, you know, find a balance, you know. I have two daughters. For me, it's not always about the academics. I think it's important, and I always speak to them about finding one day, build a family. That is important. It's something that I'm trying to, constantly, let them be aware of. Okay. It shouldn't be all about the books and the career. Find about it. By all means, pursue what you're passionate about. Build that life. Find a career. Something that you want to do, but also be mindful of the fact that family is important.
Absolutely. What does the future or the next chapter for Kwaku, Brommon, Brothers Making Money?
Brothers Making Money.
What's in your head?
I have so much.
LAXIRI.
LAXIRI, which is our, a sister brand. The second brand I started a couple of years ago.
Sure.
So that is like a locally made, brand. More to do with the kaftans, a traditional wear.
Okay.
A lot of our clients were asking for, the guys that wear the suits, that do the corporate looks, Monday to Friday. Well, they used to always come to me, don't you know of any brand that you can recommend? I have an engagement, I have this event I have to go to, and I have to wear, a traditional attire.
So it came about because of demand?
Because of demand.
Right. So let's, what does LAXIRI represent? What does it actually represent? If you were going to put it in a sentence.
I think it's contemporary, traditional menswear.
Okay. So let's do some final quick fire questions, yeah? And you just say what's on the top of your head.
Yes.
Don't overthink it, right?
Yeah.
Whiskey or wine as you sip the whiskey?
Whiskey.
Laces or loafers?
Loafers.
Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Car or boat?
I can't swim, so car.
Heels or flats?
Heels.
Weave or natural?
Natural.
Makeup or natural?
Natural.
Music or podcast?
Podcast.
Clubbing or entertaining at home?
Entertaining at home.
Casual or corporate?
Corporate.
Always?
Always.
Okay, because I saw you the other day at Global Citizen wearing the fluorescent yellow. So I was like, what's going on here?
I think Monday to Friday, this is it. This is a look. You're going to see me in Brommon, fully kitted out.
Nice.
Weekends are my times that I guess I used to.
Okay.
Let's
talk about the other side now. One woman or orgy?
One woman.
Oh, bro.